Okay, welcome back. We're going to look at the solutions to your homework tonight. Okay, so the first equation is to find the solution to 3x minus 2 all divided by 4 equals 1. So you focus on the denominator, it's 4. We're going to multiply across by 4. Multiplying the left hand side by 4 leaves 3x minus 2. Multiplying the right hand side by 4 gives 4. Okay, so this is our first equivalent equation. It has the same solution. Investigating here, we do not want to divide by 3 because dividing doesn't give us natural numbers, whole numbers. Generally, we want to add 2. We want to add 2 because adding is the opposite to minus. Okay. Now the way that looks for us once we become a little bit advanced is that the minus 2 comes across to become plus 2. So we get 3x is equal to 4 plus 2. Calculating that, you get 3x equals 6. Now we're left with the that's an equivalent equation. That's equivalent equation as well, of course, but that's just not simplified. So these are the same. And now we're going to move to a further equivalent equation, which will be our answer, which will be, you can think of them as 2 trays, and we'll divide them both down by a third. Okay, so you can think of that as the 3 popping down here and going underneath, and you get x equals 6 over 3, which most of you find it very hard to write that down because you just say, I'm going to calculate it, and that's fine. X equals 2. I got enough? Oops, I went off the page there, but I presume you were able to follow that. Okay, so that's question 1 in the homework last night. And no shame in just copying. I need you making progress now. We're at higher level and we cannot fall behind. So it's really important that you pick up, you get a new notification as I send up this video, and you follow this video and you make sure you get all 3 questions out. Okay, then no questions asked if you didn't, if you just copied the videos, as long as you can understand the steps. Next question. 3 questions only tonight, okay? The next question looks like the following. Oh, come back to me. Stop. Okay, is the following. 11x, take 9, all over 3, notice how I say that, all over 3 equals x plus 5. Okay, so now this is a little bit slippier. We're going to multiply up by 3, or we're going to multiply both sides of the equation. It's a balanced equation. And we want to multiply both sides by 3. Now if I want to multiply this by 3, I got to package him up with his bracket so he can get multiplied by this 3. Okay, so multiply by 3, multiply by 3. Cross them out, because this 3 is multiplying by all of that. If you want, you can say he was in a bracket. But now in a second I got to remove that bracket again, so you don't even put him into the bracket in the first place. After all, this thing has an invisible bracket. Okay, so you have 11x minus 9 is equal to, now here comes here my distribution of multiplication, 3x plus 15, not 3x plus 5. That would be a mistake that you find hard to recover. You never recover from it. Once you've made a mistake, you break the equivalence and you start getting a mess, and your answer will not work in the original equation. So these 2 are equivalent. Okay, now I favor the left hand side for my x's, and I do that because it will give me positive. That's just a guideline, it's not absolutely necessary. 8x. Now it'll be perfectly okay for you to say, come on, let's move the 9 at the same step, and to come in with an equivalent equation with the 9 gone over here. And another thing you saw there is I calculated, because I find it hard. I'll do my best to keep the steps as separate as possible so you can learn your maths trade, and you can learn it bit by bit. I just automatically did the calculation as well as the algebra. Now I shouldn't, because you're learning and you need to. In the same way, I want to move my negative 9 to make it plus 9, but I shouldn't calculate until after. Now 11x take 3x is 8x, and 15 and 9 is 24. whenever you're doing this and you get a little bit wondering, am I going to take out the calculator? 9 will bring this number up by 1 and will bring this number down by 1. Okay, so 1 turns to 2, 5 turns to 4 when you add your 9. Okay, now we're trying to divide, and strictly speaking we're just dividing, and then we go for the juggler. We knock it out of the park by saying, hey look, 8 goes into 24 3 times. Now that's not an accident, because I began the question with x equals 3 when I was making it up, and then I did a whole set of equivalent equations going up the page until I arrived at the question, and you had to unwrap it again. So I knew the answer was 3. And you notice here, first question was 2, next question was 3. Take a mad guess where the next answer will be. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Maybe it'll be 4, because maybe that'll be a sequence. And you'll see that a lot in the questions I make up. So you'll kind of go, oh, I think I know what's going on here. There's a little bit of extra layer of intrigue in the questions. But look, that's just surmise, that's just a hypothesis, that's just a guess. Let the maths tell us. So here we go. So here we have an algebraic fraction, albeit a really simple one, because the bottom is a number, equals a number. So I'm going to multiply across by 5. 5 5s, 25. Okay, an equivalent equation, same answer. Answer to this is the same as the answer to this. The solution to this is the same as the solution to this. Okay, we move forward from there and we think about, ooh, that minus 3. Well, see, all together we're trying to isolate this guy, and I could give you a big lecture today in class. The way to do that is first and foremost move the terms, because adding and subtracting terms will never turn an integer into a fraction. Leave the dividing by 7 till the end. So move the negative 3 across, it becomes plus 3. Come on, let's go. 25 and 3 is 28. Okay, 7x equals 28. Now we're thinking of dividing. We're nearly there. We've nearly unwrapped it, but we're 7 times too big, so let's divide down to 7. You'll see it written like this in many books. Okay, but of course you'll say, no, it's easier just to say 7 disappears there. Rub it out with your pencil. Come on, do what I'm doing. Put it there. Okay? And go, okay, 7 into 28 is 4, that's my answer. Okay, check, does 4 work? 7 4s, 28, 28 take 3, 25, 25 over 5, yay, it's equal to 5, and that's the way they'll always go. Okay, so the answers were 2 for the first question, and I never checked it, so let's check it. 2 going in up here, 3 2s is 6, 6 take away 2 is 4, 4 over 4, 4 over 4 is 1. Yes, it works. And next one, question 2. Well, there's no point in me marking them, I'm not going to scan them, I'm giving you this video. Question 2, answer was 3, 33 take 9. Now you have 33 take 9 over 3. Instead of subtracting, let's divide the 3 in there. 11 take away 3 is 8. That wasn't there in the first place. Remember, this was all done, so you'd 11x minus 9 over 3 is equal to x plus 5. Pop the 3 in there and you also get 8. Okay, they all work. That's the end of the video.